Hi, I'm Larry London. Welcome to Border Crossings. On today's show, I have an international superstar, Malaysian singer-songwriter Yuna. Recently recognized with a National Youth Icon Award by the Malaysian Prime Minister, Yuna is on tour here in the U.S. for her new album, Nocturnal. And coming up on today's show, she'll tell us why she writes her best music at night. Stay tuned for Border Crossings and Yuna coming up on today's show. We'd like to welcome to Washington, D.C., one of the most talented singer-songwriters. In fact, she's won so many awards, including Best Female Singer in Malaysia. We'd like to welcome Yuna to the show. Welcome.
Hi.
And you are now celebrating a brand new album.
Yeah, I am.
Nocturnal, which is your second album. The first album was huge. You worked with Pharrell and spawned some major music there that, got a lot of play around the world. So the new album is out. What's the difference between this album and the last album,
one,
which was called Yuna? The first one.
Well, this is, my sophomore album, and it's pretty much, I think the first album was me trying to kind of like find my sound. I was just moving out here, to Los Angeles and recording and working with a lot of different producers and trying to, still trying to figure out like what kind of music, what I want, the kind of music that I wanted to do, because I came from like a really strict, not strict, but like a singer-songwriter, jazzy background. Mm-hmm. And then you put me in the studio with Pharrell. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like still trying to like figure out like what kind of music I wanted to do. And this time around, I kind of like have I have a plan of, what I want in my album, the kind of sound that I wanted. Like, for example, for this album, I wanted like a lot of percussions and a lot of drums and a lot of like, like little hints of like traditional sounding instruments in there. So yeah, I love it. For example, like Colors, the song that we just heard, there's a little bit of that element into that.
And you've also done more living and have more experience. In addition
it's a little bit more mature.
To changing the sound of the album, there's more substance to the songwriting now.
Yeah. Well, I've the last 3 years has been an amazing experience for me. And, I traveled a lot, went on tours and, met a lot of people. And, it's definitely more mature than the last album.
All right. Well, we're going to ask if you wouldn't mind singing a song for us.
Yeah. This first song that we're going to perform is Falling, which is the first track from the album.
And you wrote this about?
It's about falling asleep.
Falling asleep. See?
But it's
one
also,
would assume love.
Yeah, no, it's about kind of how you just like you had like a long day and like you're a little bit disheveled and you just want to take a rest and take a break from everything and just like fall asleep, and then hopefully the next day you'll feel better, and then like you get to have like a better conversation with a certain someone. So, yeah.
All right. Well, here she is, the very beautiful and talented Yuna on Border Crossings.
It's been a long day. I can't seem to keep up with it. I want to fall asleep, so I don't have to remember. Ooh, don't have to call me. You protect my heart. No, don't have to check up on me. I'll be alright. I turn off the lights and swim into the night. I keep falling. I keep falling. forget all this burden on my back. Oh, I want to fall asleep so I don't have to remember. Yeah. Don't have to call me. I turn my phone off. Let the pillows here protect my heart. No, don't have to check up on me. I'll be alright. I turn off the lights and swim into the night. I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. Keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. Ooh, rain will start to fall. I forget it all. Rain will start to fall. I forget it all. Rain will start to fall. I forget it all. Rain will start to fall. I forget it. Don't have to call me. I turn my phone off. Let the pillows here protect my heart. No, don't have to check up on me. I'll be alright. I turn off the lights and swim into the night. I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. Keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling for you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful sound. Yuna's in our studio. You brought a guitarist with you. We should
Yeah.
introduce him.
This is Lincoln, everybody.
Good morning.
Nice to have you in the studio, both of you here. And now, what's been the hardest change? Because in Malaysia, you are a star. You can't walk out on the street without being noticed. I mean, you've won so many awards. I lost count. There were too many to count of all the awards and the nominations and the things that you've accomplished and done in Malaysia. But then you come here, and it's kind of like starting over. Mm-hmm. So what's been the biggest challenge for you, the biggest adjustment?
Well, I mean, I love starting over, actually. It's very exciting, you know? Like, you get to kind of just, like, start from scratch. Like, it's like a blank canvas now, you know what I mean? And I think the challenge would probably be just me being homesick and missing my family and my friends, you know? Because, like, in Malaysia, I'm kind of, when you're established, I pretty much have everybody that I know, like, you know, like, for example, like sound guy or like manager or like producers that I go to and like musicians that I hire. And pretty much like you have the connections sorted out already. But over here, you just kind of like, you know, starting over, and I'm like trying to find people that I could like click with and, you know, like who's not weird or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, Lincoln's the only person who's weird.
And you were discovered on the internet.
Yeah.
You're a MySpace girl.
I was.
For those who forgot what MySpace is,
music.
That's it. MySpace, internet has helped a lot of people get discovered. And I know that a record label found out about you through the internet, and here you are today with a new contract with a record company and promoting Nocturnal, the album. And one thing about the internet is it goes on forever. And I know you once called yourself Mary Poppins meets Coldplay. And you don't want that to be, but that's out there.
That's not a bad thing.
But 7 years ago you said it, but it still comes back.
I know, exactly. Well, you know, I love Coldplay, and you know, someone told me once that, you know, listening to me sing, it's like watching Mary Poppins. I'm like, oh well, thank you. I guess I'll just like, you know, like I embraced that kind of at the time, so it was pretty cool.
Do you have any formal training? You have a gorgeous voice.
No, not at all.
When did you decide? I mean, when did you feel I've got what it takes? This is what I want to do.
When I was like 7 years old, I think.
7,
I'm kidding. But you know, like it was one of those moments when I grew up just singing along to like commercials on TV, and I kind of like knew that I was singing in tune with the music, and I was like, wow, you know, I'm not this is pretty cool. Like, I can sing. It's not bad, like. But yeah, I think when I was 19, when I found out that I could actually write a song, I was just like really excited. So I was just like kind of, okay, let's do this more and more.
Do you ever go back and look at the songs you wrote when you were very young, when you started writing, and say, what was I thinking? I mean, as a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old, and look and say, what's that? Do you ever try and record one of those songs?
Sometimes, but you know what? Because like although I started writing like poetries and stuff like when I was 14, but I started out late. Like 19, I was kind of like, when you're 19, you kind of like already know, stuff to sing about. It's not like like super young, kind of just like very juvenile stuff that you sing about. And my first song was called Deeper Conversation, and I love that song. I'm still performing that song on
It's a
tours
big
now.
hit, right? I mean, that was a hit for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, you've got Yuna in the studio here on The Voice of America, so we're going to ask you to sing another song. Yeah. There's a lot that I want to talk to you about. She does so many things and does them all so well, so we want to learn a little bit more about Yuna. But first, if you wouldn't mind giving us another song.
Yeah, of course. This next song is the single, actually, from Nocturnal. It's called Rescue.
And you wrote this about?
It's about, last year, I kind of just like went through a phase, like, like becoming a woman, kind of. So I also work with the United Nations for the UN Women, and I had like I worked on an event with them, and it was just really inspiring. And I just wanted to kind of like sing about that and all the girls that I know in my life, like my friends, my mom, and how like they're strong individuals, and I just wanted to make a song that would celebrate that strength.
All right, wonderful. Yeah. Yuna, the song is Rescue here on The Voice of America.
Thank you.
She thinks she's all alone, and all her hopes are gone. And so I wrote the song so she can move along. Things were bad, she was in despair. Things were bad, and you never there. Things were bad, she came up for air. She said a little prayer, she found herself. Yeah, she's got light in her face. She don't need no rescue, and she's okay. Yeah, she's got life in her veins. She don't need no rescue, and she's okay. No SOS needed, no rescue, and she's fine out there. No SOS needed, no rescue, and she's fine out there. Yeah, she's got life in her veins. She don't need no rescue, and she's okay. She looks into the sky, and all her tears are dry. She kissed her fears goodbye. She's gonna be alright. When things were bad, they were beyond repair. She was scared, she couldn't handle it. When things were bad, but now she's glad. Can't you tell that she's walking on air? Yeah, she's got light in her face. She don't need no rescue, and she's okay. Yeah, she's got life in her veins. She don't need no rescue, and she's okay. No SOS needed, no rescue, and she's fine out there. Yeah, no rescue, is me. That girl is stronger than the raging sea. Yeah, she's got light in her face. She don't need no rescuing. She's okay. Yeah, she's got love in her veins. She don't need no rescuing. She's okay. No SOS needed, no rescuing. She's fine out there. No SOS needed, no rescuing. She's fine out there. Yeah, she's got love in her veins. She don't need no rescuing. She's okay.
Wow, sounding so lovely.
Thank you.
Wow, beautiful. Get lost in the words. You get lost in the whole sound. You sound great. Luna's our guest. It's Border Crossings. And, I mean, which do you prefer? Being on stage at a place like Lollapalooza where there's 100,000 fans or a smaller, intimate setting? Which as an artist, would you rather be performing in?
It depends. I really like intimate settings, like acoustic, obviously, because, you know, I came from that. But yeah, performing for huge crowds, for a huge crowd is a lot of fun as well. You know, like, for example, in Malaysia, I perform with an orchestra, with the national orchestra, and it was a lot of fun, you know, performing for a huge crowd. So yeah.
I imagine doing different things every once in a while kind of spices things up for you,
Yeah, that's
changes
really
things
cool.
around. How about, I mean, I always ask, you know, if I find someone that's as beautiful as you are, and acting, is that something you'd like to do? I mean, you laugh, but, you know, you're young and you've had music featured in films.
Yeah.
So how about acting? Have you thought about that?
No. I mean, like, even when I was in, you know, back home in Malaysia, when I got, like, offers, you know, to act in films and dramas and stuff like that, I was just say no. I don't know. It's not my field. I
Not
would be
your
a
area?
horrible actor. So.
You don't know that. Maybe one day you'll be asked to play yourself in a movie.
Yeah, maybe. For a cameo? Yeah. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Now, here's another thing that I know about you. You have a line of clothing. You're actually your own boutique and clothing, and you design clothing, and you know, you're a businesswoman. So talk about clothing. How does that play into your career and your life?
Well, I think for in the beginning of my career, you know, obviously you're an artist and you need to, like, you know, shop for clothes. And I don't know. I mean, like, along the way, like, I had a lot of fans asking me, like, oh, where do you get that jacket? Where do you get that scarf? And I thought, you know, oh, this would be like a great idea to kind of just like start, you know, like venture into something new. And I opened up a store, and now it's an online store. It's called novemberculture.com. And, you know, designing was something that I really wanted to do for a very long time, but I didn't get a chance to kind of just like learn how to do it and, you know, produce and stuff like that. And this year, however, I came up with my first clothing line. It's called 14 November, which is my birthday.
Oh.
And, yeah, I mean, it's new and it's exciting. It's kind of scary, actually, but yeah, we'll see.
Your own wardrobe at home, what's your favorite part of the wardrobe? I know there's some girls love shoes, and they have hundreds of pairs of shoes. I mean,
My favorite part would be the glittery part.
The glittery. You like glitter.
Like this.
You like glitter.
Like, okay, glitter and then like the basic stuff. But yeah, the glittery part
You like
is
so
always,
that's
like,
what
pretty.
a lot of your fashion has glitter and sequins in it.
Yeah. The one I'm wearing right now.
So Yuna's on tour, and the tour continues for the new album Nocturnal. Why did you call the album Nocturnal? I mean, obviously there may be a song on the album, but beyond that, why did you pick this is the signature song, this is the title, this is the song that best represents, or the title that best represents what's going on the album?
Well, I mean, you know, like I wanted to pick something like not too pop, you know what I mean? Like I still want it to be like a little bit darker than the first album, kind of. And also a lot of the songs that I wrote were written, you know, when I was like not being able to sleep at night, for example.
Right.
You know, I'm just like, okay, like open up my journal and I write down like ideas and stuff like that. And you know, I'd be like up at 3 a.m. and just like be on my piano and like, you know, writing something. And I thought it would be a a cool idea. Like it's also, you know, like how a lot of people can relate to that. I feel like when you can't sleep at night, that's when you think about stuff that you're
too many things going through your head.
You know, like going through every single detail of your life that you didn't get to do. You know, you don't get to do that during the day because you're at work and, you know, like driving and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Where's the strangest place you've ever written a song?
Oh, wow. I guess, I don't know if this is weird, but in the car.
In the car? Well.
While driving. Yeah.
And
That's always a good place to
Now, do you usually, like, call your voicemail and sing it or something so you don't forget it? How do you
Not
keep
voicemail? Well, yeah, I mean, like I record sometimes, but yeah, like I tend to like write something when I'm like driving.
What kinds of things would you like to accomplish here in the U.S. that you haven't already? I mean, you got. I mean, everybody's talking about you. Vibe magazine, New York Times. You've been on the TV show. CBS News featured you.
Yay.
I mean, you know, really, you've gotten all the attention. So, what is it you hope to accomplish?
Well, you know, I just want to continue being creative and, you know, spread positive energy everywhere. Like, bring joy to the world. And, I don't know, just make music. And I would love one day to write for someone. I think that that would be, like, a great, you know, thing for me. Like, just, like, not make music, but, you know, just write for other artists. And
Who's at the top of your wish list?
I don't know, Beyonce.
All right, you knew exactly who you'd like to write for.
But yeah, I mean, like it's something like that.
Sure.
I think I love being a performer and being an artist, but I would like to look into that as well. Kind of just like, I mean, like for me personally, I feel like I can't be an artist forever. You know what I mean? I can't be a performer forever. I would want something that's solid, but still, you know, it's music, like something that I could love.
Right.
And still, like, you know, have that as a career.
And if somebody gives you an ultimatum or a choice, they say, you can't continue to do it all, Yuna. You're going to either be a songwriter, or you're going to be a singer, or you're going to be a fashion designer entrepreneur.
Oh, wow.
You had to pick one of those. Which would it be?
Well, right now, it would probably be the singer first, because once you accomplish that, you can do everything else.
That's right. Very smart. So there's the lawyer speaking. The practical thinking. So, you know, the new album, Nocturnal, you worked with quite a few accomplished producers as well. You worked with a guy from Incubus, which is a rock band. You worked with somebody from the Neptunes, not Pharrell, but another member of the Neptunes.
Chad Hugo.
So those are two different sounds. Incubus and what the Neptunes have done. You wouldn't think they'd be on the same album, producers, but they are.
Well, you know, like, you'd be surprised how, you know, a lot of musicians, you know, regardless which background, you know, what musical background they have, they, you know, when they work with a certain artist, they kind of like mold their music also into that specific artist and the specific sound that the artists have. And, yeah, I guess like I'm one of those people who are just like, you know, because I probably have an idea of what I want to do already. So I, you know, spoke to them before writing a song, before working on, you know, like working on the music together with someone, like kind of like just talk to them like what I like. And, you know, this is the kind of thing that I wanted to do. And they would be very helpful and very supportive.
And you have a lot of control in what's going on right now?
For this album, yeah. I mean, like, I pretty much have, like,
That's great.
I mean,
I mean, it is. Because, you know, that's the double-edged sword is that you get the big label and they want control. And, you know, so, but when you're, you know, smaller, independent, you get more control of your own music.
So far, you know, I work with labels and they're super supportive, and you know they're very they know the kind of artist that I am, and you know they know like I write music too, so they also know that I'm extremely creative, and you know I want to be creative as much as I can, and all
right, well, Yuna's going to sing another song for us, and this one
is called I Want You Back.
Okay.
I'm still up, it's 4 a.m. I don't know what to make of today. If I'm doing something right, why does every bone inside of me ache? I don't know if I'm worth it. Maybe we were perfect. I really need to call you tonight. 'Cause I just thought I should let you know I want you back. Feeling like I did something wrong. I want you back. It's giving you a heart attack. Hate myself for doing that. You're the best thing I ever known. Oh. Hey, I've been going back and forth, and I miss you more and more every day. I keep writing all these words in my head so I know what to say. I don't know if I'm worth it. Maybe we were perfect. I really need to call you tonight. 'Cause I just thought I should let you know I want you back. Ooh, feeling like I did something wrong. I want you back. It's giving you a heart attack. Hate myself for doing that. You're the best thing I ever known. Oh, close my eyes and hold my breath, hoping that we pass this test. Trying to believe that it's not over. Don't know why I couldn't see you're the only one for me. I don't really want this to be over. 'Cause I just thought I should let you know I want you back. Ooh, feeling like I did something wrong. I want you back. It's giving you a heart attack. Hate myself for doing that. You're the best thing I ever known. Oh.
Wow, sounding wonderful. Sounding absolutely well. Rolling Stone called her gorgeous, and I can understand why. Absolutely beautiful voice. Nocturnal is the new album. Before you go, websites where people can get the album, buy your clothing, all that stuff. Where can people reach you?
Okay, well, my official website is yunamusic.com. So I'm on tour right now. If you want to, catch my show, all the tour dates are on yunamusic.com. And I'm on Twitter, Yuna Music. I'm also on Instagram, Yuna Music. And my clothing line is available at novemberculture.com. And also the website, 14novbyuna.com will be launched pretty soon. So, yeah.
All right. And do you respond to Facebook stuff and Twitter and all those people write you?
I try.
You have your staff responding on your behalf?
No, I don't have anybody tweet on my behalf. It's
well, you
got
to get mom and dad at home to do the work now. Come on, mom, have them work for you.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, mom and dad, she made it. Yuna Lise is here and sounding great. And it's what a pleasure it is to meet you and to hear you sing live in our studios. And don't be a stranger the next time you're in Washington. Come back.
Thanks for having
us. It's been a pleasure. So go out and get the album. It's called Nocturnal. And Yuna is her name. She's absolutely gorgeous. This is the Voice of America. I'm Larry London. Border Crossings on TV.